We are back to my normal spot, which means we have this couple lurking behind us along with, my normal setup. I know some people said they missed it. We also have new hair. So I know I've always told you guys that I was naturally a blonde. My mother and I, the Saturday right before my birthday, so probably March 23rd, we bleached my hair. So you can see I've got a bit of a root growing in there. But you can see it's not dark brown like my hair was. It's just a little bit of a darker blonde growing in. So, you can see the back of it. I've got it pulled back. Thought about bleaching it again. You've still got a little bit of the dark in the ends where I tried to take out so much hair dye at once. It's hard to do. I also put some toner on it to tone down because it had kind of an orange look to it right after I did it. So I toned it down. This is what I got. I was thinking about going lighter. I don't know. I'll leave it like this for a little bit. Maybe I'll go lighter towards the end of the summer. Maybe I'll go a little bit darker for the fall. We'll see. Let's talk about this shirt. Yeah. Buffalo Bill's custom leather. That'd be a birthday present from my girl Diana. It is Kismet Stitches. Thank you, girl. I had to show that off today in my video. I also got a couple of other birthday gifts from people that I'll sprinkle in throughout the video, but I wanted to go ahead and show you this one since it's right here as I caress my chest. Let's start with whips. I have only worked on 3 things since I filmed last. First of which is my Yes Another House Sal, or my Starry Night Sampler, which I have in this bag that Olivia B has made me previously. So Sal I was doing with her and Diana, and Tracy had jumped in with us, and the zipper's trying to stick. I'm sure not because of Olivia, I'm sure it's because of cat hair or something I did to it. Okay. It is this pattern by the City Stitcher. People will try to tell you that the City Stitcher stuff is out of print. It is not. You can buy them directly from the City Stitcher, but she's kind of more of a quilter now, so she has a quilting website if you look for it. That's where I bought a lot of my more recent ones from her. And that's where I am right now. Pretty much all I did this rotation was I carried the numbers all the way across to the other side, and I got this vine of flowers stitched all the way down. That's all I did. When I say all, that's actually a decent amount. So a little bit closer. I think that's decent progress. Get this folded back up, tucked away. It'll get pulled out maybe later this year. For my birthday, I started something new. I started it the day before my birthday. Freaked out Caroline from Off the Grid a little because I said it was going to be my high tea start when it was actually the Sunday before high tea. But I was doing that because I really wanted to get the start in before my birthday. I started Riley Harbor by Kathy Barrick. You can see this has been on vacation with me. It's a little worse for wear. One thing I discovered, guys, is I'm not a very good vacation stitcher. When it's just me and Jim, I am, because I know Jim doesn't care if I stitch, but this vacation that we just got back from was with like our whole family, meaning Jim's parents, my mom, Jim's brother, his wife, their 2 kids, her parents. So, like, I always felt like if I pulled my stitching out, like I was shutting people out somehow, and then I felt bad, and I started feeling guilty, and so I barely stitched on vacation. But I started this, and I should have so much more done because I started this the week before and had it the whole week of vacation, but this is all I got done. Someone posted on my Instagram, though, they were like, you know, those houses, they're deceivingly, they take a deceivingly long time. They're solid stitching, but still, I wasn't really happy with how much I got done. This piece of fabric is from Silk Weaver. This is a 36 count. I believe the name of this color is Moon Dust. In some light, it has a green tinge to it, but it's an odd color. But I would love to get my hands on more of it, but I think I'm going to have to either send Arlene or go and buy it myself in person, because I'm just really frustrated with their customer service at the moment. I finally got a hold of Kevin and emailed him about my package that never made it to the post office, and he was like, oh, well, we'll put in a claim. I'll send you out other pieces immediately. And that same tracking number, I don't know. It's just an amazing amount of packages get lost from their store by the post office. Maybe their post office really sucks, but there comes a point where I start going, really? Really? So now I went into a slump, maybe from getting out of habit of stitching over vacation, but I got into a slump where I wasn't feeling it. I was coming home after work once we got back, doing some things on the house, doing dinner, and then just like laying on the couch and watching TV and not stitching. Or if I did stitch, I'd put in like 20 stitches, which is so not like me. So I told myself, I really need to switch. I need to pull out something else, something that's speaking to me, something that's really going to make me want to work and stitch. So I dug through everything, and I ended up with Mermaids Bali again. And you can see I have gotten the eye stitched in and some of these details on the side of the head. And I've gotten the bottom of the mouth. And you can see her snout. Maybe this is a snout on this dragon. So I'm really enjoying this again. And maybe it's because I can really taste a finish this year. I don't know. But I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to work on this until I just don't feel like working on it anymore. Today is Dark 13 stitching. So I feel like that working on this creepy dragon is very appropriate. And I'm just going to keep on shrugging. Just keep on going with it. What I do need to figure out is what I'm going to work on for Jessie Marie's birthday sal. I thought I had the Mora Blackburn that she is starting, but I don't. So her birthday sal is a piece that's meaningful to you, because she's not going to pigeonhole people or really lock them in. Do they have to do this piece or this designer or a sampler? She said a piece that's meaningful to you. So I really need to go through my whips and figure out what that is. What is meaningful to me. So I'll figure that out. I kind of have an idea, but I don't want to lock myself into it by saying it quite yet. So I also want to apologize to Stephanie, Miss Oh So Crafty. I really, really, really wanted to participate in your birthday stitch along. And I stopped your video when you were talking about it and put it up on the screen and took a picture of it so I could figure it out. And then I realized that yours was happening when I was gone. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this when I'm gone with family. So know that had I not been gone with family, I would have been all over that. But it just didn't work out this time. So that's all the stitching that I did since I saw you guys last. But I had a birthday, so I got gifts, and I bought myself gifts. So let's just delve into that. And then I have an extra little something that I want to talk to you guys about at the end. But let's get into hauling gifts. Hey, buddy. Buster's just circling the coffee table. Okay. Just go from top to bottom. I got this as a surprise in the mail from Miss D. Dee doesn't have a floss tube, but I met her up in New Jersey She's amazing, and I just love her to pieces. So she sent me this and this sweet card and a couple of little charts. The Spooky Halloween by Abby Rose Designs, which I just love. The one I'm really excited about is this one. This is Fall Frolic. Let's see if I can get it without a glare. Maybe not. Anyway, this is Fall Frolic by the Scarlet House. Look it up. It's really good. It's so cloudy here today. I've got my windows wide open and the blinds drawn, so maybe I have a little bit of light and it's causing all kinds of glare, but it's kind of gloomy. I have been putting this in my cart and out of my cart, and in my cart and out of my cart, and so forth for at least the past 6 months. So I'm glad she finally bought it for me because I really wanted it. I love the basket. I love the little squirrel on the key. I love the house and the tombstones, the little owl and the moon. It's a good one, guys. And it's not a really expensive chart if you wanted something dark, kind of dark 13 stitching-ish. I got these through Makino. I needed this. So many people were stitching it. It had been on my wish list. I needed it in my stash, so if I decided I needed to start it. This is definitely one of those where Nicole at Nicole's Needlework. You made me buy this. And then McKenna said that this looked like me, and I needed it, so I agree with her. That basket, the birds, that big house, it's just so right. I may not do it in blue, but I would do that house just like that because that's really nice. And then she just sent me this because McKenna's awesome, and she's an amazing friend, and she said I needed it. Love you, girl. This is really nice. Thanks for the birthday love. I hear cats jumping down off countertops where they're not supposed to be. Weren't supposed to be up there, were you, buddy? He has no regrets. And of course, McKenna sent this card. It says, "Bitch, what you looking at?" This is my fabric that came from Stitch, or Silk Weaver, that finally made it here. This is a piece of Barnwood Gray Wexford, which gray fabric is really hard to find. You get it and it either looks blue or purple a lot of the time. I will give it to Silk Weaver. They do a pretty good gray, like just classic gray. And then this piece that looks so lovely is Antique Almond. I won an eBay auction. I showed this on my Instagram, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, I've never seen that before. That's so awesome. I think I need it." It was a lot of 6 charts. I really only bought it for one of them, which I will show you last. But I don't hate the other ones. But if you absolutely are in love with one of these other ones, tell me down in the comments, and I may reach out to you and it shows up at your house, because it was all or none, and I wanted the one. This is a GGR piece called Collection Privée, Sampler something something in French, that if I try to pronounce, someone will tell me I'm doing it wrong, and I'm not really in the mood to be told I'm doing things wrong today. So if you're in love with this, tell me you're in love with the GGR chart. Oh, Buster, help me show these off, buddy. We got this one, which is, I actually kind of really like this one. This one I'm sure I'll keep. So this is the Circle of Friends sampler by the Sampler Works. Oh no. So that one I'm definitely keeping for me. I know, buddy. Blue Ribbon Designs, Valentine Wishes. This one, if you have a desire for Blue Ribbon Valentine Wishes. Does anyone else's cat do this? Ow! Stop eating your mom. Thistle Threads, An Empty Purse. And then this is Queenstown Sampler Designs, Miss Polly Nosegay. It's cute, but I would never stitch this. I just wouldn't. I know me. Queenstown, Miss Polly. Okay, stop eating your mother. This is the one I bought it for, guys. This is a European Spot Motif Sampler by the Scarlet Letter. I hope you can hear Buster purring.